This is what you might have missed on BCSN Sports Nightly.
We are all over Northwest Ohio, down to Columbus and up to Ann Arbor for one of the biggest days of the year and one of the biggest days in a high school athletes and their parents' lives. We begin tonight on the north side of Sylvania, where one of the biggest signings, quite literally, is headed to arguably the toughest football conference in the country. Let's go 6'5", 278-pound Luke Fortner on the far right there, headed to Kentucky to play football in the Southeastern Conference. Joining Fortner at Northview, Aaron West, who will play soccer at Cincinnati, Kathleen Duvey, who will play at Bowling Green, and Izzy Austin at Tennessee Tech. Macy Feldstein will play water polo at Mercyhurst. Fortner, one of the first in a growing Northwest Ohio contingent, headed to Kentucky.
It's pretty cool, having family and friends here, whole high school here, come out and support me, doing something I love. That's awesome.
Over at Central Catholic, 10 athletes will continue their playing career in college. Division I commits for the Irish include Catherine Kovacs, who will play soccer at Kent State, Zach Sandwich, who will play football at West Virginia, and Bertie Galernick will play basketball at Northwestern. Rosendo Beltran, Tristan Founts, Robert Gaston, Alex and Lindsay Mattis, Emma Seitz, and Simeon Washington will also play at the next level.
Don't have to worry about any calls or texts or anything like that. I can just enjoy. So it's a relief, I guess.
I'm going to try to work my butt off to start as a freshman down there. I have a possibility to, so I'm going to work as hard as I can to do that.
Great bow tie for Zach. One other notable Central Catholic player continuing their career in college, Zach Hoover, the Irish punter, kicker, receiver, and defensive back, a preferred walk-on at the University of Toledo, where they will list him as a punter. Preferred walk-ons are a part of the school's roster, but not on scholarship. On to the home of the Titans. Gabe Kennard joins Lake Erie College for basketball. Sam McClure chooses Adrian College for baseball. Quarterback Matt Winsler joins Hoover at Toledo as a preferred walk-on. And Sean Ratty signing on with some of the finest in our nation, joining the Naval Academy football team.
Beautiful campus right on the water, ton of job opportunities right outside of Annapolis, and I try to look at more than just the football aspect, but what I'm going to be doing after football ends. So that's what really sparked me in my decision.
Let's head to Washington local. 4 Whitmer Panthers making it official early this morning. Tyler Smith, the lone baseball signee, headed to Heidelberg. A trio of Panther football players putting ink to the dotted line as well. Quarterback Chase Bowman to Robert Morris, Nick Jackson to Defiance, and Zach Smith to Grand Valley State University.
Everything I've been through, everything my family's been through, and they've helped me so far along the way, and it's just a blessing, and I feel like I'm able to give back to them with signing and being able to go off to college and play ball.
As with Central and St. John's, another notable addition to the Whitmer roster of players continuing their athletic career in college is Kobe Houtland. The first-team All-State lineman had interest from Mid-American Conference schools, but he'll be a preferred walk-on for Urban Meyer at The Ohio State University. Down in Hancock County at Findlay, 3 football players. Another one of those Kentucky-bound Northwest Ohioans, punter/kicker Grant McKinnis, one of the best in the state. Running back Emmanuel Mogaloo will play for Ashland. Noah Routson will join a number of Northwest Ohio kids at D3 Trine in Indiana. And soccer player Sierra Perry will play close to home right there at Findlay.
You guys just got to land one. And I landed with Kentucky, and like I said, stuck with it, and here I am. It's kind of like one of a kind. Like, some kids don't get to have this opportunity to go play at a big school, and I landed one, and then, I just got it.
That was Grant McKinnis at Perrysburg. 3 members of that 2012 state championship soccer team signing today. Bree Boyd choosing Barton College, Josie Fowler to Marquette, and Erica Joldrickson to Bellarmine. Mario Guillen signs a Division I NLI in wrestling. He heads to Ohio University. And how about 2-time All-State selection, Chaz Westfall, friend of BCSN's. He had an emotional thank you to his family. He is headed to Grand Valley State University.
It's fantastic to be playing at Grand Valley. They're a great program, winningest D2 program ever. And I can't wait to have Lakers across my chest and play with them. And it's just going to be a great fit for me, and hopefully I can go on and do great things there.
In White House, Anthony Wayne, Emma Conway will roll crew at Clemson. Mackenzie Gunner, volleyball at Findlay. Josie Monroe, softball at Owens. Chase Mauka and Brendan Vaughn will play soccer at Tiffin and Lake Erie. We head to the south side of Sylvania. A couple of football players head to the next level. Blake Bain, another local kid, going to Trine. And Joshua Garman will be a student prince at Heidelberg. We continue our signing day extravaganza, joined now by former St. Francis High School head coach Chris Hedden. Coach, now you see him with the big T. Trine University assistant head coach, former coach over at the University of Toledo in charge of recruiting for Northeast Ohio and Florida, and that leads us to where we are today. All right, Coach, you have two perspectives on this. Give us what today is like for the high school kid and the college coach.
Well, for the college coach, the fax machines are flying. They're burning up. I think it's the only time of the year they actually use the fax machine.
That's true.
And I remember 7 a.m. is when we're allowed to get those first letter of intents, and you're waiting. You're waiting for your kid. You talk to him the night before, and you're just kind of like Christmas Eve, because
there's cheering.
Oh, there's cheering.
Yeah.
There's running around the office. There's high fives.
Oh.
I mean, it's our Super Bowl.
Vince Merrill, the former Springfield coach, now recruiting coordinator at Kentucky, is circling Northwest Ohio. It's amazing. McKinnis out of Findlay, Fortner from Northview, the two kids at Central Catholic next year, and then he offered Kobeck over at Springfield. What is happening with Kentucky, Coach Merrill, and the Northwest Ohio area?
Well, Vince was on our staff at Toledo. When I was the offensive coordinator, he was the tight end coach. So I have a personal relationship with him. And the one thing that Vince always had the ability to do is recruit. And one of the reasons we brought Vince into our program at Toledo was his ability to recruit. And I think when you have a guy like that come into this area that people believe in and can trust, because recruiting is about selling yourself as much as it is selling university. They got to feel good about you. And you forgot Russ Yeast over at, I know he's not going to be at Fremont, but there's another Kentucky kid that's, that's going down there. He's doing a phenomenal job. He's putting basically a gate around it, and he's getting those kids that I think are going to take Kentucky hopefully to that next notch.
Thanks, Coach Hedden, for joining us. We move from football to football at St. Ursula Academy. Jordan Greer, Tori Jeffries, and Celia Oates will play soccer at the next level. Greer moving a couple of miles down Bancroft to the University of Toledo. Jeffries, Findlay, and Otis, Michigan State, the same school her father went to, a dream she's been working towards since she was just a child.
Just so excited. It's just an accumulation of all my hard work for the past 14 years. I've been playing soccer since I was 4 years old, so it's incredible. I'm so excited.
And she just can't hide it. Now, immediately after signing an SUA, Greer and Jeffries obeyed the speed limit and made it to the Maumee Soccer Center in time to join 17 of their teammates within the Greater Toledo Football Club, including a number of girls we've already seen tonight. 19 total seniors from all across Northwest Ohio, signing with schools from all across the region, from NAIA to Division I, including 2 who are teammates with GTFC, but about to be bitter I-75 rivals. You've only been teammates for 1 year here.
Yeah.
But now you're going to Bowling Green.
Yeah.
You're going to Toledo. How difficult will this be when you see each other in a few months?
It'll be really weird. I mean, we've played against each other for a long time, and now we're finally going to be playing with each other. Then in a year, we're going to be against each other again. So
yeah, we've always been rivals, so
yeah,
it'll be tough.
Be sure to watch Sports Nightly weeknights at 10:30 on BCSN and follow us on Twitter at sports_nightly.